it's Amanda from overyondercrochet, and I am going to be doing a market prepping vlog today. So these are always fun. I never know what I'm going to get up to, but I do have some things that I got to accomplish. So one of the things is I want to show y'all what I've been working on lately, because there's some really cute stuff. And I've got shelves that I purchased that I have not used in my display before, and I need to build those so I can see. They're supposed to be foldable so that they can go in the car, but I need to actually, I haven't even taken out the box yet, so I need to see if I need to do some prep work and how they work so that I'm not scrambling the day of. My market is only a week, oh well, 6 days away now because it's Sunday afternoon. So time is ticking away for my next event, and I need to do some inventory. I've been keeping a really good spreadsheet as I'm making stuff, and so I have an idea of how much dollar amount of inventory I have, but I haven't gone back and entered in all the stuff that I have from before that was already made, and I do have a good bit of stuff, both plushies and my stuff that I've sewn. So I'm going to be doing that, and then just in general I've got stuff that I can be making more inventory. So yeah, I know at some point during this week, it probably won't be in this vlog, but I'll have to do pricing, print out some signs, because I usually just print out new price signs each time. Yeah, tagging everything. Oh, and I did get a new like crafting kit. It was for a punch needle car coaster, I think it's called. I think it's supposed to go in your drink holder in your car. I don't think you have to use it for that, but that's like the size it is. So I would love to try that out. That would be so fun. But let's just see how it goes. First of all, if you're new, thanks for coming. Hit subscribe so you can stick around, and hit like, please. If you enjoy the video, give it a like so other people can find it. That helps the video, and lets Google/YouTube know that other people might like it. So give me a thumbs up if you are so inclined. And if you're coming back, thanks for coming back. Ooh, I'm excited for my next market. This is my first one for the summer. It's at a festival. It's the Liver Mush Festival, and it's gonna be outside. It's actually gonna be in the afternoon, evening time, which is kind of it's kind of unique. A lot of things are either around lunchtime or morning time, so it's from 5 to 9. So I'm hoping that the summer thunderstorms do not come around on next Saturday, but we'll keep our fingers crossed for good weather. Right now it looks okay, but things can change in an instant. I want to show you a couple things that I worked on yesterday, Saturday. I didn't do any filming, but I can still show you. So I made some more pouches. These were like almost complete. I'd already done the quilting, and I just had to basically do the final touches on these. I love this fabric. It's so cute. And then this one is strawberries, so both strawberries. I like it's like a color pop, you know, vibrant colors on that one. And this one's a little bit more muted, but very cute. And oh, I also need to take pictures of these for my website, because I don't think that these are new fabrics for me, so I don't think they're listed on my site. If you're interested in any of these, I'm going to be photographing them and putting them on my website, which is available to anyone. If you're interested in any of these or any of my other, I've got lots of different fabrics, lots of different versions. I'm going to be putting these on my website, overyondercrochet.com. Shameless plug. Check it out. I charge $18 for these little babies. So they're really cute and they're really practical. Okay, so this is the next thing that I finished up yesterday. This is a Kindle sleeve, and this is a fabric that I'm excited about, because this is like a Eras Tour, Taylor Swift Eras fabric, which I think is cute. If you're a fan, you'll recognize the symbols. Both of the sides actually have the same stuff on them. But I think that's super cute. This fabric is not on my website yet, but I'll be taking pictures of that. So that's something I need to do today. It's very cloudy today, so the lighting's not super good, but we'll just roll with it. Okay. And these two I finished up. These axolotls. There are slightly different sizes because when I made this little guy, I got distracted. I was at the playground and with my kids, and I missed the 2 rows between the arm and legs. I think it's really cute still, but it's meant to be taller. But since it still looks really cute, I'm not gonna worry about it. But I've got a bunch of these axolotls actually. I got kind of on an axolotl kick. This one is a little bit bigger than the other ones because the pattern actually called for using a size 8 hook, and I think that's way too big. And it left little holes. I'm still gonna bring it, but I didn't like that, so I sized down to a 7. But that's the first one I made where I figured out the hook was too big. I thought it might be, because I thought an 8 is awfully large for like burnout blankets. I like this colorway. This one's fun. Usually I do a lot of pastels, but since I think this item will be enjoyed by both girls and boys, I am mixing it up for the axolotls. I know I've got more. They're just hiding in this bag. This one looks very similar. This one's just got slightly different colored, what are those, fins, I guess? Fins. They work up really quickly. That pattern is by Mom's Stitchetti. So like spaghetti, but Stitchetti. And I think it's called Chunky Axolotl. Camera doesn't want to focus on my face. So I need to update my inventory to reflect that I finished these 2. I'm going to charge $12 for these. So that's good. I'm glad I got those done. I'll probably do a couple more just because they work up so quickly. So it's like ding, 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 done, done, done. It's fun to finish quick little projects that I really think will do well. So that's good. Oh, I want to show these Bitsy buddies that I've been working on over the past couple weeks. They're really cute. They're all different pattern. They're not all in the same pattern. And the pattern designer is Sia and Pen, S-I-A, and Pen, P-E-N. And she has a bunch of different versions. I bought several. The only 2 that I haven't made yet are mallard duck and what's the other one? Oh, a fawn, a deer. I really want to make those, but I've got 2 dinosaurs. Let me show you. Okay, so the lighting is getting weird because it's getting cloudier. It's a kind of a rainy off and on day. But this is the Triceratops. Look how cute. And then this is, I guess, like a T-Rex. They're really cute. And because of the size and squishable, I feel like if someone might buy these for a small child. So all of these I've been embroidering the eyes on rather than using plastic safety eyes. So these are the 2 dinos. And then this is the turtle. This one definitely took a little longer than the dinos. You can imagine with the like the shell and stuff. But if you don't know what I've been doing lately, just like something stuck to my cow. Okay. This is the cow. I feel like the eyes are a little bit wide set because I made the spots black, and so I had to move the eyes out a bit to have it show up. Next time I'm going to make the spots brown. But what I was saying is that what I've been doing lately for pricing is I time myself making the items, and for my regular events like the one that I have coming up on Saturday, I've been going based on a rate of $18 an hour and then adding in a little bit for materials as well. And so these took me a little, I think I timed myself making this guy, the green guy. I don't want to charge different amounts for different ones because I just want to keep them all together and have one sign. I'm going to charge $20. Based on the time, I think it should be higher. But because they're so small, I'm going to start with $20. And if they like fly off the shelf, then I'll increase it next time. But yeah, these are super cute. They actually don't, like, I'm not trying to be dramatic. They don't take that long. Like, there's not a crazy amount of time, especially the dinosaurs work up quickly, but, you know, I do want to pay myself fairly, but then I also know that, you know, you want to, people expect things to cost a certain amount based on their size. It's just, it's a hard line, but I'm not shorting myself much. I'm not, that, it sounds a little more dramatic than it really is. I'm not shorting myself. Okay, so that is the last couple, I mean, I've got a lot of stuff in this bag that I made, but I think most of it I've been able to show over the course of my various videos. I think I'm gonna, if y'all saw my, oh, if you haven't seen my kawaii patterns video, that was the last one, check that out. I'm gonna save this little guy for my Comic-Cons. I'm gonna make some more, oh, I'm gonna make more of him, but I'm gonna take it out of my festival stock. So I'm really excited about this market. I'm just kind of going into it. I'm trying to keep my expectations low. I don't think it's gonna go poorly. It's just, that zipper was loud. I don't think it's gonna go poorly. It's just, there wasn't any sort of application process. So all I had to do was fill out my information, and then I immediately paid and was accepted. So I don't think there's going to be any limit on types of vendors, if there's going to be other crochet vendors. That's one of the reasons why I have my stuff that I've sewn, because I'm trying to incorporate different things that are not just crochet, because a lot of people are doing crochet, so just trying to expand into different horizons. And that's also why I got the punch needle kit, because I'm going to try that and see if I enjoy it. Then it might be something that I could add in, at least in a small amount, because I think they're really cute. Like, I see them online, little coasters and stuff. I think there's so much you could do with it. You know, so many different designs. So I would love to get into that if that is actually something that I am going to enjoy. I'm going to take some photos of my new items that I've sewn items. I don't know why I never want to say the word sewn. It just sounds wrong. But I'm going to take some photos of this for my website so I can put these new fabric options and also my Kindles. Okay, so I've moved to a different area so I can have a little bit more space. But the next thing I'm going to do is sort through some of my plushies and see what I have. Do my inventory, update my inventory spreadsheet. And normally I wouldn't really, sorry, I got all my little carts with my supplies over here. I wouldn't always, this is the first time I'm doing a spreadsheet and really keeping track of everything. And part of the reason for that is to keep myself motivated, because every time the inventory dollar amount goes up, it's motivating. Also, just because I need to have a better idea of what I do have, because I never know. I never know. And because I am going to be going to 2 big markets at the end of the year. So in late October and in early December are my 2 big markets that I am preparing for. I won't have anything between June 7th, which is my coming up market, and the end of October. I won't have any markets between then, and that is on purpose, and that's because I paid a lot of money for this big, for this booth that I'm doing at the festival, and I just want to have a lot of time to prepare for both that and the Comic-Con that I'm doing in December, which I also paid a large amount of money to vend at. So I want to make those worth my while. It's just a new strategy I'm trying this year. If you want to learn more about that, a couple videos ago I did a whole video about why I decided to go down this path. And yeah, so if you want more info on that, check that out. Anything that I don't sell at the festival this weekend, I'm going to take with me in October. So I think this is going to help me already have a list of what I have, and then I can just take off what's sold and go on from there for the October festival. So I got a little distracted, not just now, but when I said I was going to go build my shelves, I saw my octopi bag. So this is the huge Ziploc that I use to keep all my octopi. These are my lowest price item. They're $6. Sometimes I also have whales that are $6. I think I'm going to focus just on the octopi because they usually sell better than the whales. And just have one item that's $6. I also have tiny chickens that are $8, and I'll show you those in a second. But I made 4 more just a minute ago. So now I have 15, so I'm going to update my inventory list on my computer. So now I have 15 baby octos, so that's $90 worth of, this is $90 worth of baby octos. I will, when I go to my big festival in October, I will plan to have more than 15, but that's okay for now. I'm happy with that number. I wanted to make a few more because I feel like, I mean, generally a lot of people gravitate or push their kids towards like the lowest price item, which would be the octos, which I understand completely as a parent. And it's not, the festival I'm going to is a festival, but it's not a specific like craft festival. So I don't know if people are going in thinking, oh, I'm going to spend, you know, $30 on a plushie or however much. So I wanted to have more of those. But I'm going to start the inventory. I've got this big bag of stuff, and then I've got a plastic bin of items, which those items are kind of intermingled with my display items, and I don't want to be doing that anymore, which is part of why I bought this giant, I'll show you, bag. I actually have 6 of them, but I bought those so I don't have to keep, I don't want to intermingle my plushies with my display items because I don't want them to get anything to get messed up. So let's see. And I will probably be doing inventory again Friday just so I can get a final count and tag anything that's not tagged. Although some items like the axolotls that I have multiple of and the bitsy buddies like these that I have multiple of, I'm probably just gonna do a sign and put them together on a shelf. But okay, so I've got French Bulldog. So I'm gonna put, let's see, this would be a loaf dog, large loaf dog. And I keep meaning to make some of the loaf puppies and I haven't gotten around to it. And then I'll put large loaf cat and loaf kitten, loaf puppy. So for the large ones, both dogs and cats, I'm charging $25. So there's one of those. Got one at $25. Okay. So here's a large loaf cat. What I've been doing is, like a lot of people, I put them in a cardboard box and I put adopt a kitten, large 25, small 15. So here's a large one. So I got one cat, 25, oops, not 245, 25. Oh, I didn't bring more my, okay. Here's another loaf dog, German Shepherd. I always put a booty on them. I have had multiple people ask me to make a German Shepherd, but he's still here with me. That's okay. He hasn't found his perfect home yet, and that's fine. Alright. Okay, so here we're getting into some of our kitties. Here's one with a white face and a freckly orange body, and she is 15. Sweetheart. Alright. Here's another one. This is like a burnout. I don't know what they call this, but I think it's just a perfect color for kittens. It's so cute. Okay. Here's my little black kitten, and I have green glitter eyes. I didn't paint these. These just have they come with like little round, I don't know, little washers that are just like, I guess they're fabric that go behind them. I do have some that I'm going to paint, but that's, yeah. Anyway, $15 on that one as well. So that's 3 kittens so far. I don't know, that might be all of them that I have right now. Alright, and then I've got these little bitty wells. These are 12. I know I've got 2 of those. I already put one in here. Do I have that on my list? Okay, so these I'm calling Kawaii Well. I've got 2 at 12. Okay. Good deal, good deal. Okay. Otter. I have that one priced for $16. For now, Otter. This might be the only one I have right now. But we'll add that to the list. Oops, I didn't type that right. Okay. Some of these items I have priced before I started timing myself. So I really need to remake them with the timing to update my prices. Okay, Chunky Pigs. I've got to, my inventory list I have them as 12, but then on the tag from last time I have that at 10. So I think I might need to update these tags. I'm going to take these tags off so I can remember that. Because I know I time myself. I don't know where that discrepancy came from. Ooh, I must have decided to increase the price. Okay, so these are going to be 12, and that makes sense because these are bigger than like my mystery box items. These are bigger items, so that makes sense to me. Does anyone else never make something an odd number unless it's a 5? I never price anything at like $11. Alright. Oh, and here I go. My possum's 13. I just said I never price an odd number, and then this one's 13. She might be the only one, this possum. Okay, so I've got these possums. Looks like they're 13. So I think I have more than this, but so far I've got one of those. Okay. So I've got this guy, Perry the platypus. And he's got a hat. And he took me a hot minute to make. I've got him priced at $22. If he doesn't sell at this weekend, I'm just going to save him for Comic-Con. Although I do have, I think what I'm going to do is I've got a different pattern that's a smaller, like a much more compact version that I'm going to switch to, but his hat keeps falling off. Alright, let me put him down here though. I'm going to call him a large Perry. One at $22. Okay. Keep your hat with you, Perry. Alright. Don't lose it in there. Our bag's getting full. Okay. It looks like the bottom of this bag is a lot of snugglers. This is a beagle that I made and I've had for a while. He hasn't got any takers. And these color changes and getting them in the right spot, it was a challenge. He's 35 right now. I think what I'm going to do is, just because I've had him for a while, is maybe make it 30. I shouldn't if I'm going based on the time it took, but once I've had something for a while and it doesn't seem like the most popular item, then I'll discount it. So I'm probably going to put him at 30. Which is fine because I already spent the time. It's not coming back to me. But I need to get some money out of him. Alright. Yeah, so the rest of what's in this bag is snugglers, except I still have my bunny in the Easter basket. I should have made it a more fun color, but nobody bought this one. I think I'm going to just save this. I have a separate bin for seasonal items that I keep. So I think I'm going to put this in the seasonal item bin. I'm going to set her to the side. Okay. This I have had since like the beginning, and nobody wants my flower. My flower snuggly. I don't know if it's because I didn't put a face on it. I don't know. I think it's really nice. I think it's really cute, but she's been to a bunch of different markets. I might put her on sale. I have 35 right now, which is a very, very reasonable price for something of this size. And I'm going to take this off. I think I'm going to price her a little bit lower just because I have had her for so long. I got this little fella. He gets a lot of attention, but I haven't had a buyer yet. I am charging $35 for him, which I think is reasonable based on his details and color changes and all that. And I am really proud of his embroidered eyes. So I'm going to keep him the same because I feel like I'm going to keep, I just feel like it's a fair price. So I'm going to keep him at $35. This is like a baby Della duck snuggler, but just in mallard colors. I sold the white one at Christmas time, but he has not gone yet. I'm gonna put him, let's see, baby Della, $135. Okay. We got our deer snuggler. For these size, I have $40 on those. Again, this is before I started timing myself, so I can't say for sure that that's, I feel like they probably should be more. Especially like this deer has, you know, a lot of details with the antlers and stuff. I sold the girl version of this again around Christmas time at the same market as I sold the little duck. So I think he will sell, and I probably, when it's closer to Christmas time, if I end up adding on any Christmas markets, that's going to depend on if I have stock left over from October. So if I do, I probably will sign up for at least one Christmas market, but I'll have to make another girl version. He's so soft, like this is like baby Bernat, and it's super soft. He's 40. I'm going to keep that. I think I'm just going to put large snuggler instead of detailing each one out, because that's going to make my spreadsheet super long. Okay, large snuggler, $240. Okay. All right, we're almost up to $1,000 now, which is good. I am never one that has like a crazy amount of stuff in stock, but it's fine. All right, and this is one that I've also had for a very long time, so I think I'm gonna take her tag off and lower her. This is a Mama Made Mini Snuggler with a blanket body. If I can get the tag off. Right now I have it priced at $35. So, she's super soft too. This is like the beach foam color, and it's really soft. I think some people don't like it because it doesn't have eyes. I think maybe I could just add embroidered eyes at this point. But maybe it's not the cutest thing I've ever made. I don't know. I think it's nice. But I'm going to put that at 30 as well. I'll have to re-tag that once I go through and re-tag everything later in the week. Okay, let's see. Blanket, snuggler, 30. Okay, I don't know what that is. Alright, so I went through this big TJ Maxx bag. Alright. Let me look in this box, see what we got. I have to move my computer. Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah, we got some fun stuff in here. Some of it's display. Alright, here I got this is where I keep my octopi. Okay, so I got my cloud, which is inspired by, what are they called? Jellycat, right? That was called? have 30 on it. I think I'm gonna lower that to, again, I didn't time myself. So these are just like guesses. Now that I have this system going, I'm feeling a lot more confident, but I have all these items that I've already priced, so it is what it is. So I'm gonna put this at 25. I have this one-off axolotl, which I have for 18. I think I need to lower that one too. I'm gonna say he's 16, as I think that's fair. Axolotl, which is different than the chunky axolotl. Those I'm only charging 12 because those are really easy to, those are really easy to do. Alright, axolotl regular? I don't know. I don't know what it means. Okay, so I have my tiny frogs. I think one of those is already in that other bag because I used this for my kawaii patterns video. Yeah, and this is, I'm gonna lower the price. I know I keep saying that, but I talked about that in my video that I need to lower the price. I'm gonna make this 10. Okay, so tiny frogs. I've got at least 2. But I need to put it in the other bag with the other fella. Alright. And then these are the little chickens that I make that are 8. I'm going to get a Ziploc bag for these. Put them in just a second. They used to be one of my best sellers. They haven't been as much lately. But they're not my favorite thing to make just because while the body works so quickly, the details get on my nerves, like doing the eyes and the mouth and the little top. Oh, and it's the Oak and Marlowe pattern, but it's the mini Mabel or baby Mabel, I don't know. But let's see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not going to be making any more for this market because they haven't been selling as well as they used to. 9. That might be all of them. Yeah, most of these are one-offs. Oh, I found another frog. Did I have 3 of these or did I just put that back? I think maybe I put it back in the box. I think I only have 2 of these. I'm pretty confident in that, but if I find one on Friday when I'm tagging, I will fix that in my spreadsheet. Okay, so mini. Oh, do I already have that? I might already have a line item for that. No. No. Okay. Mini Mabels. I'm going to say 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What am I talking about? 12. And those are $8. So this is $72 worth of tiny, oh, one's escaping. Tiny chickens. Alright. The rest of these are kind of like random. We got Bingo doing the please face. She looks so sad because I sold Bluey. I sold her sister. So I'm not sure I'll get to it, but I probably should make a Bluey to go with her. She's 18. I'm going to say tiny. Not that tiny. Small. I'm going to say no, so Bingo. Because I have other Bluey and Bingo patterns that I bought recently, but I haven't made yet. And I've got one giant one that I have been working. I've made a bunch of pieces for, but I haven't finished it. So there's Bingo. Alright. Right below, I'm going to go ahead and put No So Bluey just so she has a line next to her sister. Okay, so there's a couple of bunnies that I made for Easter time. This one with it's a speckled yarn. It's the Floofy Flex from Michaels. And I had 16 on that. I might lower it now that it's not Easter anymore. And then I had 14 on this little white one. I don't really like this yarn that I use. It's like a random yarn, chenille yarn from Hobby Lobby. I do not shop there very much, but for some reason I had this yarn. I must have been desperate. Okay. We're almost through. Okay, so these, I'm going to set these to the side. I don't know if I should take them or if I should just leave them in my seasonal item like the other bunny. They're cute, but they are... I'm going to think about that. I don't know. And just to be clear, this is not all my inventory. This is just stuff I hadn't logged yet. Alright, and then I have all my sewn items, and then I have some items that I bring with me that are not handmade, but I'll show you that. This is a frog, and she has been with me for a little while now. She's 16. I actually think that's fair, so I'm going to keep that. I'm not dying to part with her because I think she's really cute. And it's not been long enough to where I'm desperate to get rid of her. Alright, sitting frog one. That's a free pattern too. Let me know if you want it. I'll give you, it's on Instagram. Give you the @ Okay. This is a little lady that has been with me for the whole time. And I think that is because somehow along the way her head got way too tall. And this is like River Rabbit. And it took me a long time to make, and I didn't realize until it was too late that her head was very tall, and it's not supposed to look like that. It's really not. To be fair, I made this a very long time ago. I don't think I would make that mistake now. And she's honestly a little bit worn just from being in the box so long. Not her body, but like her hat is a little bit, and her neck is not as strong as it was. I'm gonna set her to the side, and she might be living with me in my craft room because, yeah, she just, it's my fault that her head's so tall. I'm sorry, River. But I think she's gonna live with me in my craft room. She'll be hanging out here, and I also have my pumpkin. This is a perfectly good pumpkin. I just keep it in my craft room until it's fall, and then I put it on my mantle. But they're going to hang out together. They're going to be friends now. They'll be decor for me. And I'll look at her and I was like, oh, you're so sweet. And I'm sorry that your head's so large. Okay. Alright, so I've got a couple bees. The funny thing about these bees is, I don't know why I was doing this, but I was like freehanding them. And I never wrote anything down. And so they're all slightly different sizes. These are 15. But they're all like a little bit different. I think they're so cute. I don't know. I've always recommended bees as a good pattern to make, but I haven't sold any in a while. But these are all 15. I've got 2 yellow classic colors and a purple. So 3 of those bees. 3 at 15. $45 worth of bees. Okay. Last 2 items that I need to log in that are crocheted. My boba tea and my penguin. I had a blue one of this as well, and it sold at Easter time. I kind of thought it was a winter item, but I brought it anyways, and someone wanted it, so that's wonderful. And it's 16. So I'm gonna call that a chunky penguin. Oh, where am I at here? Uh-oh. What just happened? Oh, I covered up no so bluey. No. Okay. Chunky penguin. I got one. That's also a free pattern if you want it. What did I say she was? 16, I think. Yeah. 16. Okay. And then I got my boba tea. I'll probably make some more of these for Comic-Con. I think they'll do better there. 16. Very cute. I don't know what it is, but the fuzz I've been using lately is like shedding out of, it's just shedding everywhere. It's the same one I've always used. All right. 16 on the boba tee. Okay, so that's everything that I've crocheted. Let's see what our total is. Okay, we're at about $1,200 worth of plushies that I have currently made. I'm gonna have to go through later in the week and tag, make sure everything's tagged, like I said, and tagged accurately. That'll be a problem for me on Friday. I'm not going to go through and inventory all my items that I've sewn quite yet. I'm going to wait until a little bit later just because I'm tired of doing this. And that's a good enough reason for me. I will show you, I mentioned I have a couple items that I bring with me just because everything I make is handmade. So I like to have a couple items that are not handmade to give a little bit a break to me. So I've got hair claws is the main item really. I've got strawberries, hard to see that one. Strawberries. I just started doing this year, so this is a new thing for me. Peaches. And watermelon. And these are also on my website if you want them. If you're interested. And then I have these books. Yeah, these are really cute. It's a stack of books. Yeah, so that's that. And then I guess that's really all. I have some socks as well, but I'm not bringing those because it's June. And I don't think anyone wants a fuzzy sock in June. But that's the gist of it. Those are from Alibaba. Okay, what should I do now? I think it's time to tackle the shelves. Yeah, I think it's time to tackle the shelves. For my items that I took pictures of, later tonight, I will, when it's like bedtime and I don't have anything more productive to do, I will get those listed on Shopify on my website. So if you're interested in those, they should be available by the time this video goes up, so check that out.